Dude, I don't know how Natalie's gonna be better.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
Paimon, you're actually
I
quite
have
smart
gained
there.
the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the
I think he's the
opportunity
main
to pursue our
character.
quarry.
You obtained
Traveler,
power?
now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice. The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring Narwhal. Come with me, traveler.
That's sick.
The hour of execution has come.
So no one's gonna talk about how, you know, Jet, or my character just saw the life on. Oh, it's Raiden! Oh my god. Wait, I didn't get to... Okay, buddy, I didn't get to choose my, characters. Because, you know, I don't really want the Traveler here. That's so pretty, though. Oh, it's not fair!
How are we going to do?
Oh, difficulty, Oh, might as well do if the works are done.
I've already done my best to separate the power.
Let's do that, I guess. It's gonna take me a while to defeat this guy.
Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the dragon's power with you.
We should have Nooble as like a trial or something, man. That would be pretty cool. Speaking of, where's our Nooble at bugs then? No. How do I attack him? Do I just do this? This sucks. I think I may have heard people just like one-phasing this dude. I don't know how.
Drop your weapons.
Dude, come on, destroy it. I don't know what happened.
Resistance instinct to devour.
Okay.
Continue to trigger its hostility.
Dude, I don't know what this phone to do. Oh, interesting. It's also kind of cool, but I don't want to just stand around and see him fly all day. Oh, whoa. It's like, is there any way we can dodge this? Run. Oh, okay, why is the character just standing there? Oh? This goes hard. Is that the abyss? Cosmo, no, Cosmo. You're not about to die right here and now. Oh, wait, no, really, they're not you.
Shine down.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, this guy's pretty strong.
I have granted you my favor. Do not fear. Seize the moment. Use my power to suppress.
What's the power of Illuminator? You think I know what that power is?
Authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
I don't know what the power of Illuminator is. What is the power of Illuminator? What is that power? New element?
Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Is there some explaining to do?
Shine down.
Oh no. Okay, buddy. Why did I do that? What's the power of ability block?
Torn to oblivion.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Here, just give me it then. Oh, whoa. Wait, is Snoop allowed about to steal it? Yeah? Nope. Oh, whoa. Playing the game and I'm like finishing the end of it. Whoa. Child. Oh, whoa. Yeah.
Thanks
Oh,
for
God,
helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job.
Who is
but...
that?
Oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
Looking from the Heavenly
Actually,
Principles.
I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Hyman has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak.
We're trying to get the power that's beyond this world.
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters
You can keep
just
it. You
to
can go
raise
back
an
chase with it.
all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Why keep it?
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sir Taloji.
Huh?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhindaughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhindaughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But
Dude,
I
is
suppose you
Skirk?
understand now.
Who's
yes?
the master of
My
Skirk
master
then?
is likely a similar sort to Rhindaughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Hyman didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling
No, it
hydro
did not.
energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne.
Oh no! GG's.
Only
GG's,
then
man, we played our
will
part.
the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Alrighty, GG's. Never mind. So is Natlan never gonna come true? Wait, that isn't primordial seawater.
Hey! Help! Over here!
It must be so cold there. Well, everyone's rising now, okay. Whoa. It looks like the ship from the Fortress of Meripede.
All
Oh, yep,
hands
it is.
initiate emergency rescue. Hurry! Hey, lend a hand.
Oh my god, the poor children. Terminate the awesome diver. I can't believe it. This Genshin journey has come a long way. It's like just now. Story. Wow. He's not an excellent swimmer, but he's got some of the traits.
Look, the water's receding.
Chlorend, let's go. I can't wait for it to come out in 4.7. The water's receding.
It's a miracle. Water's receding. We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Whoa, it's all sunny. Farina? This is the moment realize Farina, she done it.
The prophecy was wrong.
Good job, Farina. I feel so happy, man. This is great. But I don't know when, oh, news article.
Renewed. The Suite de Rasula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia,
Wow.
spokesperson of the Suite de Rasula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and
Ooh.
future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it. Skyship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute.
Was Charlotte just like casually in the water, but then they just took a picture?
Have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second.
Ooh.
And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that
Wow.
these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news.
I want this to be over. I want to talk to Farina,
and
New
also, with
Gillette,
you around,
Navia,
sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Risley, especially Farina.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress.
Wow. That was insane. We got an item. I wonder what it is. Is it a quest item? Wow.
Drop your weapons.
Let's look at Fontaine. Wow. Nothing's, well, obviously nothing's changed, but like, pretty cool. I'll head there in just a sec, but it's really cool, man. Just the question is, where is Farina now? I'll look at these event details. Okay. Dude, oh my god. Finale. Can't believe it. I'm actually all caught up with Genshin now, which kind of sucks because and after that, there's nothing really for me to do, you know? So it kind of sucks that I'm not being able to do, but at least I'm not going to get spoilers for the Natlan because I kind of got a little bit of spoilers, but I can't say that the experience was truly amazing. I thought Sumeru was great, especially with the loop that had me hooked in. But it still kind of felt a little rushed, but it was still amazing overall. Fontaine, I felt like, took every character and made sure they each had their own story. It was very nice. I don't know how Natlan's going to top this.
Navia!
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
Yeah?
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are...
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats.
Ooh.
But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too.
You're not that bad.
How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorinde?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision-makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Clorinde, at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
Bro, I'm not even in. Oh, now I'm in, but what it looked like.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
I don't know, it
Not
looks
bad.
kind of cute.
Your
Like, she's
addition
really
really
nice.
helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
I feel like what would have been great is that Paimon would wear her detective glasses during the Farina case. I love that.
I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make
This
a
is
guess
new to me
too.
because I don't know what's
I
actually going to
asked
happen in the
Sijuan
next
who told
region.
Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
Like, I don't know, like,
That's a
how the new region's going
very
to go.
complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Well, that's fun.
You seem curious about the fortress.
Of course. That Risley. I still remember going down to the fortress to grill him for information on my father's case. Boy, did he take me for a ride. Without telling me anything, of course.
But he did invite you to tea, didn't he?
2 large pots of it, in fact. It was good tea, though.
I have to agree. The tea there is very good.
Speaking of that, would you like to have some today? I mean, you've got time, right?
Well, I'd be partial to some shortbread.
Wow, it's like we've got a menu or something. Sure.
Good.
What flavor of biscuits would you like, Mr. Snezhovich?
Me? I'm fine with anything. But I would prefer chocolate, should you have it.
All right. Leave it to me.
I'll go over the newly arrived supplies with you later, Mr. Snezhovich.
That works great.
Is it just me, or did you get a new lipstick?
Girl, she ain't even wearing any lipstick at all.
From Sijuan. Want to give it a try? I think the color would suit you too.
A good relationship. I like it. Alrighty. So now we're going all the way to the Fortress of Meripede. Yes, the Fortress of Meripede. I think we're gonna talk to Siegewing. Or Risley, I don't know.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be...
No, I just... This is my first...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet with the boat that brought about a Still, if I might ask...
Looks like Charlotte's trying to...
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowel...
Really? Well, then in that case...
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try?
Siegewing.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photo... Sure. Come on, Miss Siegewing. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Huh? Sure. do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two. I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things...
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. All right, last stop, the docks.
Wait, what's the docks for? Wait, who lives at the docks? Wait, I'm so confused. Who lives at the docks? Oh, I don't need to call the lift. Sumeru is just over there. Feels like yesterday since I just left Sumeru and started heading for Fontaine. Man, it's beauty. Oh wait, I have to glide. Oh! I pressed glide button. I swear, guys, I swear. I swear, guys, I meant to press the glide button. Beautiful shot of Sumeru, by the way. Let's try this again. I think I'll land in the water either way. Oh, the 3. I think they're moving back to Shaznaya.
I didn't see them! They really are here!
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the...
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I...
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become...
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says...
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of... Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well... After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
No,
A
the
diplomatic
Fatui.
gift? A gnosis?
No. I was thinking, how is it physically gonna happen that Fatui gets the gnosis now? How? This happens every time. So it first it gets stolen from, then it gets negotiated with, then it gets negotiated with again, then it gets negotiated with again, and then it gets negotiated again.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself.
Isn't he real big? But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the...
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Is that the name? Knew it. I called it.
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the Traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always... Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken...
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
I
Farewell,
want there to be
Father.
a 4-star Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, she has
I
such
don't
an
like
intimidating
Linny
presence.
or no,
I
sorry,
didn't even
Lynette
dare
or
to
anything
take a
like that
picture.
because they're not a part of the
Thankfully,
like an
I've already
actual
wrapped up all
Fatui
my
Harbinger.
pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This will be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well,
Alrighty.
guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time.
Yeah, Neuvillette should, like, tell us some information, I'm guessing. Like, usually at the end of every, Archon quest, the Archon would, like, say, like, is there anything else you want to ask before you want to go off to your next nation? Like, Venti asked, Young Lee asked, who asked? It was Yang Nico, instead of Raiden. And he asked, but now, since Rena isn't the true Archon and Focalors is dead, Neuvillette's like the closest one, so I'm guessing he's gonna be the person that would say it, right? Why is he all the way over here? Neuvillette!
It's to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there!
Walk up to him and punch him. Not punch him, sorry.
Water jet!
Oh. I missed. Shucks, let's go. Wait. 3, 2, okay. This is very beautiful.
So, you really are here, Neverlette. Kinda didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can...
What's the concerning truth? I was love to see how many principles and use Farina's endless performance to save Fontaine.
Whoa. So that's what happened? Focalors destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon self. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone. Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away.
Oh, yep.
I will tell you the truth as I know it.
No, what about the sister? This was like the first time, like, we've actually didn't ask about our sister.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal.
I remember on Nihida's, we didn't have it, but then she did eventually ask. But this is the first time we asked about our sisters.
Whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster.
That's
At
crazy.
most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. And, hang on a second. Paimon certainly got it back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans. Were the children they had also
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
Hello, one viewer.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry.
I'm guessing.
I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel.
I like how Nuvolet still cares about Farina,
In
even
truth,
though...
I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal.
There better be eventually a time in Genshin where they release Farina and Nuvolet, both on the same
Now that
banners.
she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a
I feel
normal
glad
life.
for Farina. I don't know how Natlin's gonna top this.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
Well, he gave away the
After
Gnosis.
Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine
sun
as
looks
its
so, like,
highest
round.
judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person.
That's a
Additionally,
perfect
the
circle.
Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all
Wait a minute, so it is true that an Archon's power is derived through... Hold on, sorry, gotta do some nerdy stuff here. So it is true that an Archon's strength is divided through the strength in their people. Yeah, Venti claims that that the power is divided on how much control they have over their nation. But can we really trust him, especially how his second story quest didn't come out? And even Raiden and Nahida said this was true. And Nahida, the smartest person in all of existence, even said this was true. So, I mean, and showing how everyone in Mondstadt, and just like in the area of Mondstadt, everyone believes in Venti. They have faith, they have a church, they have a statue, everything. So Venti must be the strongest Archon, even though he claims to be the least strongest Archon. Sorry.
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another
Sorry guys for that
reason why
nerdy
I
stuff.
cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about Fontaine's Gnosis.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Kinda
Leaving
dumb.
aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis.
True.
Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
The Fatui might be doing good stuff, though.
Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the next stop on my journey, let's see.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Natlan. That's not how it's pronounced. Natlan.
I'm afraid that I
Natlan.
have little talent as a travel
Natlan.
guide.
Natlan.
So all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlon can be said to be a nation of dragons.
Natlon. No, that's not how it's pronounced.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
Ooh, Dragon Boss and Natlin?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlon have undergone long
Guys,
years of
hear me
development
out.
and evolution.
There's gonna be a
Large
Dragon
numbers
Boss
of them have entered
in
a form of
Natlin.
coexistence with humanity.
But why the nation of dragons all of a sudden? Because like each region had like a word, like an adjective to describe something. Like the nation of freedom is Mondstadt. The nation of contracts is contracts doesn't really deserve as an adjective, but it still kind of is. And then Inazuma is the nation of eternity. Sumeru is the nation of wisdom, and then Fontaine is the nation of justice. Now we got the nation of dragons? What is
Natlon
this?
is also the nation of war. War
Oh, there we
ravages
go.
those lands like an undying flame.
There we go, the nation of war.
There is
That
one
makes
other
more
piece
sense.
of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The captain. Sounds like a real tough customer.
Might be number one of the Fatui Harbingers. He might.
Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlon. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
We went through everything. Alrighty. I have no more questions.
Hang on a sec. Paimon, when we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
What about our sister?
In truth, I exchanged some further words
Oh.
with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Oh, well, transition? Oh, the music stopped. Okay, this is where it gets serious.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference.
Sure, it better be playable.
I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something
And
very
it still
similar
towers
to a
everybody.
god's curse mixed in. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Duh.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
The remains of the third... Yeah, there was 4 descenders. I don't know if it was including the traveler or not. And Nahida said Lumine isn't considered a descender, meaning that she belongs here, but Aether is. But I think it's the other way around. And if you were Lumine main. But I'm just saying it from my perspective. So who's the third descender?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Yeah, we've never seen a descender before yet. I thought we would see it by maybe Fontaine or Sneznaya, but no, we haven't seen a single descender yet.
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me.
Or no,
But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him.
Wait, so she said we never returned to the surface, meaning that she's born on the surface, meaning that she's like Shenhe. Shenhe isn't an actual Adeptus, but just learned the ways of an Adeptus. Skirk may not be from the Heavenly Principles, but it just knows the ways of the Heavenly Principles.
It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense. Which is
Skirk
why
looks
there
like
are
a
so many
Honkai Star Rail kind of
problems in our
person.
attempts to
Just
communicate
me?
with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, The
That's so
bonds
pretty,
he
though.
once
Look at
had
the
with this
ground.
world
So
shall
pretty.
all...
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my... personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to...
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Oh, they died?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know.
Skirk and Nuvola better become closer in the future. They seem like
If
they have
you're
like a
interested,
goodness.
though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
There has to be
Next
something.
time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Who? Oh, it's Child. I thought I was gonna be like the second descender or something. I don't know.
That's what she told me. Whether it would...
The remains of the third descender?
Yeah, the descendant.
That's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon
Oh.
just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
Wait, so if the Gnosis are the senders and descendants, I
All
have
the same,
no idea at this
assuming that
point.
there
I'm
was
so
no
confused.
misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and
I
that
need
you
to
should
watch like a
check it,
4-hour
which is why
video of
you
all
gave
this
it to the
of all the freaking like the story explained up
If
to
she speaks the
4.2.
truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine
Masquerading
at
of
unnecessary
guilty.
risk by keeping it here.
Okay, I was right. A descendant. Wait, so Traveler. This Traveler, or the Traveler, is a Gnosis. Think about that.
I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element-compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
This isn't.
I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
No, because the third descender could have come from a completely different world.
To use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy.
If we don't think about it now, we're never gonna know about it later.
To the dead third descender and all.
That's kind of crazy.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers then.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god. And she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops.
Okay.
Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Astrid and Field sequence complete. Oh, Fontaine was so good. See if we can ask him anything else.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I suggest that you fully
Goodbye, Nuvolette. I really enjoyed the Archon quest. This was amazing. Almost that. I'm speechless. Fontaine's quest is so good. Now this only means even more better things. New quests can be unlocked. I can't unlock all of them, but I'm gonna unlock Arlecchinos and Farinas. Those are like my favorite characters. Let's do Arlecchinos right now. The child who does not exist.
It's been a while since we visited Poisson. Maybe we should head over and
Paimon,
have a look around.
we've just got done with the Archon quest. What do you mean it's been a while? Wow, that's a rare moment right there. No Archon quest except for this one, which I'm never doing. What's this? I'll pass. Thank you. Nubula, let's take a picture together. This will be something I remember. Sorry guys, we are back. People rebuild their home. Complete. Massacring of guilty. It's truly amazing. Hold on. Let me take a selfie. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Nouvellette. You're a great character. Never gonna see you again. So, thank you. I'm gonna cry now. I'm never gonna see his character model again. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Story quest. Oh. Hello. Last round of guilty. That should have been like 200, man. But whatever.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Over here. To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Oh, okay. Are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps
What
I can
the?
fill in the gaps.
Okay.
You scared Paimon half to death!
Father, you're here.
You know... on second thought, maybe we don't need to know? It's all probably super confidential.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain
A phantom child? Just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
a spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
Yeah, but why?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while
Yes,
and
which
have a
happened
little
not too
chat with
long
us?
ago. Unless if you have dementia.
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny... Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today is the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Water jet! Into the wind! Follow the wind.
Alright guys, I might end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!